Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Class 9 and 10 quiz of this year's Interclass Quiz Competition. Let's give a round of applause for all the participants. On the screen. This greeting originally comes from the phrase, God be with you. It was first used in the year 1573 in the letter by English writer Gabriel Harvey. Over the years, the word God was substituted with another word. Another word replaced God. Which greeting are we talking about? A greeting originates from God be with you. Which greeting do you think we are talking about? Something that we use on a regular basis. Of course, this greeting is used on a regular basis. It can be a greeting or a greeting is actually, I will not give any more clues apart from just saying it's a greeting. When we say it, I will not tell you that. God was replaced with a different word, and God be with you was shortened in some way. It was shortened. Okay? Is anyone bouncing on this? If you're bouncing, you have to raise your hands. No one is bouncing. Okay, I will close bounce. Team number 1, it is your direct. Now please answer on the mic. Only 3 answer.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you is Star Wars. That's absolutely different. That came in only in the 1970s. This is 1573. Team number 2.
Not be with you.
Lord be with you. Not right. That is not a greeting essentially. I told you shortened version of God be with you. Team number 3. Take a guess, please. That's what they mentioned. If that was right, I would have given them points. Team number 4. I told you shortened version of God be with you. Bless you, okay? In a fairly okay direction, but not the right answer. Audience, the first question goes to you. I see many hands being raised there. Yes. God bless you. Come on. Goodbye, that is absolutely correct. That's a very good answer. Round of applause for it. This is goodbye. God was good and keep you goodbye. That is right again. Goodbye. That is the right answer. I have a very good answer from the audience. A difficult one to start again, but I'm sure it will get easier as we go on. Team number 2. Next one is your direct. Honestly. Remember, anyone can answer this. The first evidence of this object being used in India is seen in paintings from the Mughal era. A favorite theme of such paintings was a young man skillfully using this object to drop messages onto the rooftop of a lady he loved. Then he used this object to drop messages or give messages to a lady he loved onto her rooftop. So what object is being depicted here? In the paintings, what object was depicted to be used in this manner? And it's a favorite pastime across India, especially in the summers, spring and summers. It's a favorite pastime. So what are we talking about? Object used to drop messages on the rooftop. So think about it. And a favorite pastime, especially during the spring and summer season. Teams that are bouncing, please raise your hands if anyone is bouncing. Team number 4 is bouncing. Okay. I will close the bounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me just see the answer. It'll be quite a night for me today if I have to check everyone's answer, but alright, I've seen the answer. Team number 2, it's your turn. What's your answer? Rose. Rose was dropped on someone's rooftop for a message. Not right. Team number 3. Essentially, the message was written on this object and dropped on the rooftop. Yes. Kite. Let's look at the answer. Is absolutely correct. That gives them a plus 10. Team number 3 and 4. What is the plus 10 for this? This is kite. So you see, kites, they would write a message drop it on the rooftop. And that's something that you see in probably movies and some songs even today. Very well known by Goethals here. Teams that are bouncing, I'll request you to be careful about hiding your answers. I just request you to do that, just as a precaution throughout the quiz. Question number 3 for team number 3. You're right, number 3. In the past, people dipped their pen into a bottle of ink before writing on paper. To quicken the drying process, people used to sprinkle powder on the paper. Once the ink had dried off, the powder was dusted off the paper. This led to the origin of which English phrase, which means finished or ready. So what is the process? To dry the ink, they would sprinkle powder on the paper and then it would be dusted off. This led to the phrase, and the phrase means finished or ready. Tell me the phrase. In the process, think of 1 and 2 are both bouncing. I will close the bounce now. 2 teams are going for it. Okay, team number 3, it's your direct. It means finished or ready. Finished is not right. It's already given there. And the phrase. Team number 3. Team number 4, please be careful with the buzzers. We have to complete today's quizzes. Dust of the pen. That is not right. Audience, this question goes to you as well. Once again. At the back, yes. Done and dusted is absolutely correct. Both get dusted. Why do you Wait, team number 4, next one, your direct on the screen. This poet spent the year 1912 to 1915 in England, where he was friends with writer Edward Thomas. They would take many walks together. One day, as they were walking together, they came across a diversion. Thomas was unsure about the path to choose and later felt that they should have taken the other one. This inspired what and who was the poet who was on this walk, along with Edward Thomas, inspired on a very, very relevant piece of literature, obviously part of literature, and it's a poet. So tell me the poet and what inspired him. What was he inspired to create? It's of course a direct for team number 4, but let me close parts. If you're bouncing, you will be both the parts. And if you're not sure, then wait for the question to come to you, then you will need half of the answer and half of the points. Okay, no one is bouncing. So team number 4, they I think have an answer.
Poet is Robert Frost, and I think it's by a poem.
You've heard the poem. Could not figure out from the description. Okay. Any answer? Okay, we'll go on to team number 1. No guesses. Okay, team number 2.
Whose woods these are by Robert Frost? Whose woods these are?
Whose woods these are by Robert Frost? Not bad. Team number 3. Any guesses? No. Audience. Ma'am is where I knew that ma'am would have an answer for this. Yes, ma'am. The road not taken by Robert Frost. That is absolutely correct. And now the first for that. But if you got Robert Frost, you should have got road not taken. It's probably his most famous work. So a very, very famous poem by Robert Frost. We're done with 4 questions. We go to the next one. Question number 1 on the screen. The motto of this Indian organization is derived from a verse in the Bhagavad Gita. The verse is given here. It translates to touch the sky with glory, symbolizing limitless reach and divine swiftness. Tell me the organization. The motto is given here. Its meaning is touch the sky with glory. Indian organization. I need the name of that Indian organization. Team number 2 is bouncing. Team number 4 is also bouncing. 2 teams are bouncing on this. We'll close the bounce. One, it's your day. You want bounce. It's your day. I will close the bounce now. What are you doing? teams have given the same answer. Team number 1, what's your answer?
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited.
HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Not right. Team number 3. Interesting answer. I would say a lesser known answer. Indigo. Not right. Audience, another for you. Yes. ISRO is not right. That's what these two teams wrote, but that's not right. Yes. Indian Air Force is absolutely correct. Indian Air Force. So, team number 2 and 4 both get a -5. 2 and 4 get a -5, but no worries. Calculated guesses, the guesses were not bad. ISRO was a logical answer. But this is the Indian Air Force. That is the correct answer. No worries. Next question, team number 2 is your correct, honestly. The dash effect is a concept that was coined in the year 2006 in an article by researchers Dan Galaya and Orly Singh. They used the term to describe people who hide their faces when the financial situation is unfavorable. When the financial situation becomes very difficult, they hide their faces. So on the basis of this particular behavior, this effect was named. Which effect? What is the name of this effect? The clue I'll give you is think about nature. Think about nature. Nature can be anything, right? Plants, animals, whatever, places. Think about nature and name the effect. What is the name of this effect? And again, look at the description. People who hide their faces when the financial situation is unfavorable. When it becomes bad, they hide their faces. And think about nature. Team number 2, it's your direct. Anyone who wants to answer this? No one's going for it. Okay, team number 2, your answer. Shame. It is not right. Team number 3. The water effect. Also not right. Team number 4. The ostrich effect. What does the ostrich do? What does it do? Come on, all the way. When it's scared or when it sees danger, it hides its face in the sand. That is absolutely right. Very, very well done. This was not an easy one, but it was absolutely right. Great answer. Team number 3. Next one is your correct on the screen. Introduced in 1977, it was a market leader in its segment and the most sought after refresher for decades until the return of the Big Two in 1991. This brand has made a comeback in a strong way. Which brand are we talking about? It was started in 1977 and it was a market leader until 1991. When a certain Big Two returned, and now, only now, in the last year and a half, it has made a comeback in a very strong way. Which refresher are we talking about? Team number 2 is bouncing. I will close the bounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, team number 3 is your direct. Campa, and which company brought that back? Reliance and Campa Cola is absolutely right. That gives us classic number 2 and 3. 2 and 3 both get classic because this is Campa Cola. And of course, this is a very, very iconic brand back in the 1980s and 90s. And since then, obviously, now it has come back. And the big 2 we're talking about is Coca-Cola and Pepsi. When Coca-Cola came back, they were facing competition from Thumbs Up and they decided to purchase Thumbs Up. And of course, Coca-Cola then died out. Team number 4, final question of this round, direct for you on the screen. In 1709, Italian-born perfumer Giovanni Maria Farina settled in the German city of Como and created a fresh, citrusy fragrance that soon became popular in royal courts across Europe. The perfume was named after the city and is now a generic term for light fragrances. It is named after the city, so it's settled in the city of Como, but then, started manufacturing this particular scent, this fragrance in a different city. Today, the city is synonymous with the light scent. Any light fragrance, it's a generic term. The city and the generic term for light fragrances share the same name. And that's a term that you hear whenever you think about perfumes or when you buy perfumes, you hear this term. So tell me this term. Team number 3 and 1 are both bouncing. 2 teams are bouncing. I will close the bounce now. Team number 4, your answer.
Zest.
Zest is not right. Team number 2. Lemon stone. No, not right. Audience, another one for you. Yes. Park Avenue is a different company. Cologne is absolutely right. Cologne is the name of the city and the term that you use for any fragrance. Team number 1 and 3 both get a plus 10 for this. And a very good answer for both teams. 1 and 3 get a plus 10. And with this, we come to the end of the very first round. Let's look at the scores. And we see team number 1 is on 20 points. Team number 2 on 15 points, 3 on 13 points, and they're leading right now, and 4 on 20 points. So well done, cheetahs in India. Cheetahs reintroduced in India. This animal had got extinct in India back in 1952, and they were reintroduced very recently. So which state are we talking about? Which state is this? Question number 2. You can see depictions of Samudra and Amrit Kalash here. So identify the state based on these terms. Samudra and Amrit Kalash. The Amrit Kalash is a very important part of the mythology. So is the Samudra, which leads to a festival which the state is known for or was known for earlier this year. End of last year, earlier this year, the state was in the news for this festival. That is a clue which should be very easy. Question number 3. This tabloid used traditional bamboo-based art and featured the worship of 14 deities of the state. 14 deities that are worshipped in the state. Which state? A clue that I'll give, it's a state of Northeast India. State of Northeast India. Question number 4. You can see an important industrial plant established in 1900. Important plant established in 1907, representing industrial progress, innovation, and economic growth. Which state? Alright, so tell me the state. Industrial plant, and you can also see a certain person's sculpture depiction in the back. That person is also extremely important when you talk about this industry or the state in general. What the family comes from is very important for the state. Question number 5. You can see an important message being delivered in this state, and it also highlights the state's reputation as a sporting powerhouse. Which state? A very important message was delivered in this state, and you can see it being depicted here. And you can see how this state is an Olympic or a sporting powerhouse. Sporting powerhouse. Identify the state. Final question, question 6. This tableau showcases the Diwaja festival and a model of the historic Agoda Lighthouse, one of Asia's oldest lighthouses. Which state? Which state? Identify the state. Alright? 10 more seconds, everyone. Let's just quickly go back. This is number 6, number 5. Okay, we'll start with count. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Everyone, exchange sheets. Please write down your team name and and team number. And 3 and 4 will exchange amongst themselves, 1 and 2. And 5 points, yes, please exchange. 5 points for the correct answer. No negatives, and if anyone gets all 6 correct, they'll get a bonus point. So audience, who will give me the answers for these? Let's go to the very first question. On the screen? Yes. Yes, in the back. No, not Maharashtra.
Rajasthan.
Not Rajasthan either. Gujarat, no. Madhya Pradesh is the correct answer. This is Madhya Pradesh. In the Tula National Park is where you will find cheetahs in India. That's in Madhya Pradesh. Right? Very good answer for us to clear. Next question. Easier one. Someone else at the back.
Canada.
Once again?
Canada.
Karnataka. Yes. But any state? Yes.
Gujarat.
No, not Gujarat.
Haryana.
Haryana, no. Uttar Pradesh, yes, Uttar Pradesh. The Kalash represents, the Amrit Kalash is the origin of the festival of Kumbh Mela, which happened in Uttar Pradesh in Prayagraj last year, earlier this year. And that is something which led to the start of the Kumbh Mela. So that is the correct answer number 3. Which state? This is a slightly difficult one. Yes. Assam is not right. Mizoram is not right either. Arunachal Pradesh, no, at the back. No, not Mizoram, Nagaland. Kerala, no, I said northeast. Meghalaya also not right. Manipur, there's only one left. No, not Sikkim. Okay, let's go to the answer now. I think we've spent too much time on this. Answer is Tripura. Not all 6, but you missed out on Tripura. That's the 7th state. Number 4. Easier one. Yes. No, not Gujarat. Not Haryana either. No. Bihar, no. Earlier it was a part of Bihar. Now it can be Jharkhand is Jharkhand. They're talking about the Tata plant for steel and iron. And in the back you can see Ratan Tata right there. Ratan Tata. And it was Jharkhand. Jamshedpur is named after Jamshedji Tata, and it's also Tata. Next question. Yes. Haryana is absolutely correct. This is Haryana. The message being delivered, which message are we talking about? The Bhagavad Gita delivered by Lord Krishna to Arjuna, and it happened during the battle of Kurukshetra, which is in Haryana. Okay, we got the final one. Which state? Yes. Goa is absolutely correct. This is Goa. And we're done with this round. Let's score everyone and return the sheets to them. 5 points for the correct answer. And no negative points. Alright, team number 1. How many have you scored? Missed out the final one, which was not very difficult. But they get 5 out of 6, 25 points. For team number 1, very well done. And a chance for the house. Team number 2 got 3 out of 6, that's 15 points for them. Team number 3, they got 4, which is 20 points. And team number 4, 3, 15 points as well. So everyone has done well. Team number 1 Alright, after we move on to the next round, which is wipeout. So I will come down there and I will run this now. So let me just explain how this round works. You will be given a question with 9 options. All these 9 options. Okay, they will get the example questions so that everyone understands how this round works. Let's do the example. Here's example. Which of these are states of India? On the mic, team number 1, you will give me the answers. Easy one as an example. Time starts now.
Assam.
Assam, Sikkim, Haryana,
Kerala.
Canada. Goa. Tripura. Of course, that is absolutely correct. Now let's assume, so they get 40 points for this. Let's assume instead of Goa, they say Delhi and Jammu and Kashmir. In that case, if you get all 6 with 2 long ends, you would get 25 points because you got 2 long ends. And if you would have gone for Siliguri instead of Goa, then you would have 5 right ends and 3 long, which will be 25 points. Clear? Okay. So if you want long words, on the basis of the number you pick up, you will get to choose any of the 4 categories. The 4 categories are actors in biopics, state borders, social media platforms, and UNESCO heritage sites. All right. Which team has picked number 1? Team number 3 is the first team, so you will choose first. Please choose and answer very clearly in the microphone. I should be able to hear you very clearly. Remember, you have only 45 seconds, so please choose. I should be able to hear you clearly. Come close to the mic. Actors in biopics, okay. Actors in biopics, here's a question. Match the actors with the biopics they have acted in. Which actors acted in which biopic or biographical film? Your time starts now. Ranveer Kapoor, Sanju. Vicky Kaushal, Chhatrapati Shivaji is not right. Prema Chopra Very wrong. Randeep Huda Veer Savarkar. Anupam Kher as the Prime Minister. 2 more to go. Jeetu Kamal and Apurva, correct. 1 more. Sachin Tendulkar Bose is absolutely correct. 1 more and 37 points. For team number 3, 27 points. Well done. The next team, which team is number 2? Team number 4, please choose. Social media platforms. Again, please be loud enough. It's raining outside, I should be able to hear you clearly. Connect the social media platforms with their parent companies. Which companies own these social media platforms? Your time starts now. Instagram, Meta platforms. Which one? LinkedIn, number 7, correct. Telegram is not right. WeChat, correct. Quora is not right, you got it too wrong. TikTok, correct. Which one? Discord is not right. So I have 3 wrong names. And you missed out YouTube, which is owned by Alphabet, and Snapchat, which is owned by Snap. So that means 4 out of 6. That is 20 points for team number 4. 20 points for them. The next team, which team is number 3? State borders. State borders. Again, I request to be louder. Okay? State borders. Identify the states that share borders with more than one country. More than one country. Okay? Your time starts now. Uttarakhand. Sikkim. West Bengal. Arunachal Pradesh. Mizoram is not right. 1 more to go. Assam is the correct answer. 40 points for team number 1. And the final one is for team number 2, which is UNESCO Heritage Site. Here's a question. Which of these are UNESCO heritage sites? UNESCO heritage sites. Your time starts now.
Victoria Memorial,
Victoria Memorial is not correct.
Jaipur,
Jaipur is correct.
Sacred,
Sacred Ensembles of Bhosala. Which one?
the second option.
The second last.
Second
Second one. Okay, sorry. Yes. Keep going.
Satyadam, ninth option.
9.
4,
4 is not right.
6,
6, that is correct.
8,
Number 8 is not right. It is a Shakti indicator in West Bengal. So that means they get 5 out of 6. 25 points for team number 2 as well in this round. 25 points. Well done, and you move on to the next round also. And many others. Make their product announcement. They announced some new products on which day? Let's play the video. One moment, just check the audio. Now let's make the other video. The other video. Alright, so one company obviously you all know is Domino's, the other one is a lawn-mowing company. Both of them made these strange product announcements on which day in 2025, and many other companies also did the same thing on that very day. The product that I think Domino's is selling is a fragrance that smells like your pizza, like garlic. So, using that clue, tell me what is the answer. Teams are bouncing, please raise your hands. Team number 3 is bouncing. Team number 1 is also bouncing. I will close the bounce now. Team number 4, your answer.
1st of April.
1st of April, April Fool's Day. And why did they make these product announcements? Throughout the customers, these are not real products, these are fake product announcements. And that's absolutely correct. That gives you a plus 10. Team number 4, 3, and 1. Get a plus 10. All these 3 things are correct. 4, 3, and 1. So, 1st April, many companies do this strange thing of coming up with very weird products which are obviously not real. That's what these 2 companies did this year. Team number 3, next one, you're doing on the screen. Okay, we'll show you the next slide. In 2021, the restoration of this location began, which offended many historians. A renowned historian criticized this, saying that visiting this place should be filled with pain and anguish. But now it is a space for enjoying a pretty garden. It was never a garden. Identify the place, let's go to the image. So, they are criticizing the beautification of a certain place. And the historians are saying that when we visit this place, we should feel pain and anguish. But now it's become a beautiful place as if it's a garden. And it was never a garden. So tell me, which place are we talking about? Which place? Teams that are bouncing, please raise your hand. This is one of the entrances for that. Yes, team number 1 is bouncing. I will close the bounce now. Team number 3 is your direct. Jallianwala Bagh, where the Jallianwala Bagh massacre happened in 1919 is absolutely correct. That is a very, very good answer. Of course, a very, very dark name in history, and very rightly mentioned that we should not enjoy going to this place. This should be a place where we feel a lot of pain. Plus 10 for team number 3 and plus 10 for team number 1. Both these things get this absolutely right. The next question, direct reading number 2 on the screen. In this image, Oreo celebrates an invention which entered our lives in 1953. Which device? Look at the colors and think about which device entered our lives. And I want the description of that device. Okay, I need description. Let's say we are talking about computers. Let's say we are computers. Computers not in 1953, but we are specifically giving personal computers. If that's the answer, personal computer. Okay. According to think about it, which specific device, and the colors are very important here. Think about it, which entered our lives in 1953. 1953. Anything that wants to bounce on this? I will close the bounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No one. Yes, team number 2. Television. Can you give me a more specific answer? Smartwatch. From television went to smartwatch. Not right, I was not number 1.
Color television.
Color television is what I was looking for. That is absolutely correct. That's a plus 10. Number 1. Just television because color television came in 1953. That is the answer we're looking for. So plus 10 being number 1. No points for anyone else for this. Next question will be direct number 1. Here's the question on the screen. Okay, we have another video. This video taken by the Perseverance rover on April 20, 2022. What is happening in this video? Perseverance rover, the Perseverance orbiter, and explain what is happening in this video. Anyone wants to bounce on this? No one is bouncing. Okay, in number 1, you answer. Will you play the video again?
Solar eclipse due to one of the Martian moons passing in front of the sun.
Solar eclipse in the Martian moons. So the solar eclipse on Mars. That is a beautiful answer. That is what fantastic answer. And this is, I think it was Goethals, which crosses this channel on Mars, and that is absolutely right. Very good answer. Next question, direct reading number 4. Here's the question on the screen. Okay, these yellow colored crosswalks were created by a company to promote their outlets in Malaysia. Identify the company or what these crosswalks were meant to represent. If you get the company, you should be able to get the thing that they were meant to represent. So see these yellow colored crosswalks created by which company to promote their outlets in Malaysia? Team number 3 is bouncing. Directory number 4, anyone else who wants to bounce on this? No one is going for it. Okay, I will close the bounce now. You also going for it. Okay, 2 teams. Team number 3 and 1. Team number 4 is on the left. Team number 4, your answer. McDonald's, and they are promoting French fries on McDonald's. That's absolutely correct. That's a plus 10 to the 4, 3, and 1. 4, 3, and 1. Three teams get this correct. 4, 3, and 1. Moving on to the next question. Team number 3 is your correct. Question number 6 on screen. The Ides of March, November to 15th March. From 43 to 42 BC, these gods were maintained to celebrate the assassination of someone. On the Ides of March in 44 BC. Okay, this is rather easy for everyone. Whose assassination at the points celebrated? Everyone is going on the bounce. Julius Caesar. And who maintained these toys? No, not Bogatan, not Bogatan. Brutus, yes, Brutus maintained these toys to celebrate assassinating Julius Caesar. That is absolutely correct. And a plus 10 for all the 14s. All the 14s get this correct. This is Julius Caesar and 10 points for everyone. Easy one. Easy one. Okay, question number 2. So question number 7 for team number 2. February 2025, Drake released a song named after something from the early tech era. Drake, the very famous singer, released a song, and this was the cover for that song. Named after something from the early tech era. The music video also features nostalgic visual elements linked to the past eras of technology and communication. Name the song. Name number 4 is Kurseong. Audience, quite done. The image is a clear clue right here. And I will close the counts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two teams are going for it. Team number 1 and team number 4. Team number 2 is your turn. Team number 2, what's the answer? Cassette. Not right. Team number 3, pass it on to you. Mixer. Also not right. Pixel. Okay, Pixel is also not the right answer. Audience, yes. Nokia is absolutely correct. This is Nokia. And the way it is connecting people. Slogan is what they're depicting there. The song is itself on Nokia. Plus 10 to team number 4 and a minus 5 to team number 1. Plus 10 number 4, minus 5 to team number 1, which went wrong. Final question of this round for team number 1. When a film author killed off their long-running fiction character in 1975, the New York Times ran an audition. This was the only time a fictional character has ever been honored with a front page obituary in the New York Times. Tell me the character. Which character, when died, fictional character, of course. There was a full page and front page obituary in the New York Times. I need to name the character. Team number 2 is bouncing, team number 4 is also bouncing. 2 teams going for it. I will close bounce, your turn. I close bounce. Team number 3 is well. Okay, I close bounce now. Team number 1, your answer.
Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. And who's the author?
Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot is absolutely right. That's a plus 10. And the only thing to get is right because all the other 3 went to Sherlock Holmes. That is not right. That's a minus 5 team number 4, 3, and 2. And a plus 10 team number 1. That's a very good answer. Hercule Poirot. It mentioned Belgian detective. Sherlock Holmes is English, is British. And Hercule Poirot is Belgian. Alright, we're done with round number 4. We have 3 more rounds to go. 3 more rounds. And the next round will be an audio visual connect. Okay. Audio visual connect round where answers have to be given on the buzzer. But only actually one team will get a chance to answer before plus 10 minus 5. Not plus 7 minus 5 or plus 5 minus 2. Only plus 10 minus 5 because these buzzers do not equip us to go for the second or third team. So only the first team to attempt it on the buzzer will get the chance for plus 10 or minus 5. Answers have to be given on video. There is a video. Has anyone pressed the buzzer? One has pressed the buzzer. Yes, one. Can you explain the correct?
Rahul, the guitar, the rats, the guitar, the scene,
train scene right at the end. That's the mustard field, and this is the minimalist poster. And original choice Tom Cruise. What is that? No, original choice Tom Cruise. What do you mean? What do we mean by that? So originally, the role of Raj Malhotra was supposed to be played by Tom Cruise, not Shah Rukh Khan. And the credit is obviously DDLJ. That's a plus 10 for everyone. That's a very good answer, which is DDLJ, the iconic movie from made by Arvind Chopra. And one of the best romantic films of India, still an everlasting film. That is the answer we're looking for. Let's reset the buzzer. Team number 1 gets a plus 10 for this. Very good way to start this round. Let's go to question number 2. Yes. Darjeeling is not the answer we're looking for. I'll give you one more chance if you can improve your answer. Give me a more rounded answer. Anthem by Ratna is not right. I will not give them a negative. I give them 0 for this because they are closer to the answer. Yes, audience. But what is the connect? Can you go back to the question? Yes, anyone else? Rabindranath Tagore is the connect. Yes, because let's go back to the question. That is the national anthem of which place? Bangladesh. That is Amar Savar Bangla, that's the national anthem. This is Shanti Niketan. And Bharat Singha is the pen name of Rabindranath Tagore. That is the correct answer. So 0 points for team number 2, but audience gets this right. A round of applause for him to get this right. Done with 2 questions. We reset the buzzer. Question number 3 on the screen. Yes, team number 3. You press the buzzer and give the answer quickly. They press the buzzer first, that is my yes number. Hrithik Roshan, can you go back and explain the correct?
Hrithik Roshan has 2 thumbs.
2 thumbs and that is not going to school. But okay, what else? The audio? Okay, I'm not keep this suspense any longer. That is absolutely correct. That gives you a first step. Team number 3 has a first step. His original spelling is not Roshan, it's Nagraj. And the audio is Hrithik Roshan singing the movie Kite. That's his voice, him singing the movie Kites. That is the correct answer. So team number 3 gets a plus 10 for this. That is the answer. Alright, we'll reset and move on to the next question on the screen. Once again going for it, yes. Louder. Pope's funeral. The answer we're looking for is the selection of the Pope. The answer we're looking for is the Pope, and that is absolutely correct. That's the Anyone can explain? Explain it. The Pope Leo the 14th, his name is actually name is Robert Francis Provost. What else? This is the Pope Mobile, and when the new Pope is selected, there is white smoke that comes out of the Vatican, and the audio is the last message given by Pope Francis. I think that was on Easter. That's the last message given by him. That is the correct answer. Pope is the correct answer. That gives you a plus 10. 2 very good answers given by team number 3. We go to the final question of this round. Okay, final question of this round. Everyone's hands on the buzzer on the screen. Ready to Greece, that's the flag of Greece, that is absolutely right. But what else? Anyone? No one's telling this. Okay, let's go to the answer. The answer are the Olympic Games, which started in Greece. Let's go back. This person is. Anyone tell me the person? Who started the Water Olympics? Can you name the person? Pierre Coubertin. That's the name of the person who started the Water Olympics. That is the Olympic actor. And Communicator is the new addition to the motto of the Olympics. Fastest, strongest, and what is it, highest. And they've added this communicator, which means togetherness. Togetherness is what they've added. So this is the Olympics. And with this, we come to the end of this round. Team number 1 has scored 5 points in this round, and team number 3 has scored 20 in this round. That's all we have scored in this particular round, but well done everyone. Let's go to the next round, round number 6. Which in Japan's minor and major league baseball, broken bats are collected and recycled by certain companies. This process is called kadomashi. The recycled material is used to create which significant objects? Significant to the culture of Japan and obviously significant to the culture of East Asia. Primarily Japan. So they are recycling broken baseball bats to create what? Team number 1 is your event. You cannot bounce, you have to wait for the question to pass on. And if you want to stake, tell me very clearly that it's staking or not staking.
Not so.
And your answer?
It's the gate which is kept at cultural shrines in front of cultural shrines.
Gates in front of the cultural shrines of Japan is not the right answer. Team number 2.
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks. They are recycled to make chopsticks. They don't steam this, so that gives you a plus 10. That is absolutely correct. The chopsticks, and you steam this, you will score 20 points. But that's okay, no worries, they get 10 points for this. Well done. Next question is your direction number 2 on the screen. This is an art display placed in a Tesla Motors headquarters. It's called Evolution. Apart from the usual features, it features a 6th stage of evolution. Probably a lot of the similarities the CEO shares with a fan favorite carbon character. Explain the black dot section of evolution. Carbon character is not right, we can say comic character. Comic character. Similarities the CEO shares with a comic character. So tell me, what is the 6th stage of evolution? Think about comic characters and tell me what is the 6th stage of evolution in this particular art display. Team number 2 is your direct. Not stating it. Hulk. Okay, Hulk is the 6th stage. Not right. We'll pass on to number 3. You tell me very clearly if you're stating or not stating. Not stating, okay. Wolverine. Passing it on. Yes? Tony Stark. How do we better know him? Iron Man. Let's look at the answer. Is absolutely correct. Iron Man is the answer, but you did not tell me that you're taking it. When did you say that? You did not take it, right? Exactly. So you get 10 points. Had you taken it, that would have been 20 points. Whatever you are saying, say 10 points for team number 4 for this. Team number 3. Next question, your correct on the screen. 2018. Interclass player Marcelo Brozovic posted this picture on Halloween. He explained and created a move called the crocodile. Explain the move with which Brozovic successfully defended against the forwards of Barcelona. Forwards of Barcelona in 2018, they had a certain move, certain attacking move. And to defend against that, this Inter Milan player created a move called called the crocodile. So explain this move. What are you doing? And if you're staying here, let me go before I ask. Not staying here, okay? Okay. When the player would, how would you free kick?
So when the player take a free and the wall would jump,
Yes.
Barcelona players try to bring under the wall, but because there so they would not.
So free kick under the wall and he would lie down to stop the ball from going under the wall. That's a brilliant answer. Give your answer. Another fantastic answer. But again, we cannot state this. If you are so sure about your answer, you should state these questions. Final question of this round. In number 4, it's your direct. This common phrase indicates a person having to start a process all over again because the previous attempt failed. One theory suggests that it originated or at least was influenced by the game of snakes and ladders. Which phrase? The phrase means a person having to start a process all over because the previous attempt failed. And it originates or at least is inspired from the game of snakes and ladders. Tell me the phrase. Sorry? In the belly of a snake. Okay, interesting. Not the right answer. Team number 2. Sorry, team number 1.
Staking. Back to square one.
Staking it in the set back to square one. What a beautiful answer! That's a plus 20. Team number 1. Plus 20. And that's a very, very good score in this round. So everyone has scored points. 3 teams have gotten 10. And team number 1 has scored 20. We'll look at the combined scores before we go to the final 6 questions of the quiz, which will be the buzzer questions. Buzzer round. Let's go to the next slide. So, and only one team has a chance. Yes, sir. So we'll look at the scores before we go to the final 6 questions.
Okay, after the 6 rounds, in fourth position with 70 points plus 90. In third position with 100 points, 10A. In second position with 152 points plus 9A. And in first position with 175 points, 10B.
So, very, very good quizzing, and I think team number 1 really did well in the 4th round where they scored 65 points, and that's where they took a very good lead. We move on to the final 6 questions. Remember, 60 points at stake. Still, anyone's quiz, I believe if you get 3 or 4 here, you will win. Alright, buzzers will reset. Remember, easy and short questions. We'll be quick on the buzzer to get it right. Okay? Question number 1 on the screen. Which beverage with the name meaning soul refresher was formulated in 1906 by team number 1? Yes.
Ruafza.
Ruafza is absolutely correct. That is your fantastic. I'll manage that from down there. So team number 1 has scored a plus 10 for the first question. We have 5 more questions to go, and let's go to the next question in a moment. Just here. Alright, so let's continue on with this. Question number 2 on the screen. Istanbul Selimiye Army Barracks has a museum named after whom? Look at the image, which is a very big clue right there. Surprisingly, no one is going for the buzzer. Oh, number 3 has gone for it. Yes, number 3. Alexander the Great. Why would they give museum in the army barracks? That is not the correct answer. That gives them a -5. So audience, this question goes to you. go ahead. Florence Nightingale is absolutely right. It is Florence Nightingale. That is what you would see in the image as well. Her taking care of soldiers. That is the answer. Surprisingly, teams get the negative here. No worries. Question number 3 on the screen. This doodle from a few days ago celebrates which musical instrument? Team number 1.
Ukulele.
Ukulele is absolutely right. That's the best team number 1. Excellent answer. Question number 4. What contains the exhaustive list of American presidents? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. Team number 1, once again going for it.
One word assassinated.
Is not the correct answer. That's a minus by team number 1. Audience, we go to you. Yes. Yes? Monuments. No, not the right answer. Monuments, there are others as well. Actually, I'm talking about it. Yes.
One of them are in Mount Rushmore. Yes.
The 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. That is absolutely correct. A round of applause for students. That's a very, very good answer. This is Mount Rushmore. That is correct. And you know, 1 gets a minus 5 for this. Question number 5, everyone. This app's logo features a musical note, reflecting its origins through the music focus. Team number 2 has gone for it. Which app?
TikTok.
TikTok is absolutely correct. That gives you a plus 10. Very, very good answer. TikTok is the answer we're looking for. We go to the final question of the quiz. Hands on the buzzer, everyone. Here's the question. In January 2024, he debuted for Bihar in the Ranji Trophy against Mumbai. Team number 3 has gone for it. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is absolutely right. The youngest IPL cricketer and also the IPL century, youngest IPL centurion. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is the correct answer. And that gives team number 3 a plus 10. One more is to look at the scores.
The quiz competition between class 9 and 10 is in 4th place with a point of 80, class 9B. In the 3rd place, a total points of 100 is class 10A. Second place with a total points of 157, class 9A. And a total points of 190, first position, class 10B.